Good morning, children. Children, today we are going to learn the last chapter from your catechism book. Chapter number 15, Mother Teresa. Now, before I explain you about the life of Mother Teresa, let me begin the chapter by sharing with you a small incident. Now, this is the time when Dr. P.C. Roy was the chief minister in West Bengal. The person you are looking up on the given slide, he is Dr. P.C. Roy, the chief minister of West Bengal. Now, he was celebrating his 80th birthday, and during that time, one of the newspaper reporter asked him one question, and the question was, "Sir, who is your source of inspiration for your tireless service?" So what was the question which was put to Dr. P.C. Roy by the newspaper reporter? Who is your source of inspiration for your tireless service? Is it Mahatma Gandhi or Jawaharlal Nehru or Rabindranath Tagore? Now, do you know what Dr. P.C. Roy said? He said none of them. Whenever I work in my office or walk up and down the stairs, Mother Teresa, who serves the poorest of the poor, comes to my mind. She is the one who motivates me in my work. So, who was the motivating force behind Dr. P.C. Roy? Who was that source of inspiration, children? It was none other than Mother Teresa. You know, children, we always have up in this mind that we want to become something in life. We all have designed our career. We all have our own aims and objectives in life. And you as children, you also have your own aims and objectives in life. You want to become a doctor or an engineer or a pilot or maybe some other good personality. But there are some people in life who have different aims and they live in a different way. They give their life for others, serving other people throughout their life. And that actual happiness comes to them because of this. They are happy doing all these things. They don't want to make up their life. They are working for others, serving other people, giving their service. One such person was Mother Teresa. She was born on August 26, 1910 in Albania in Europe. Her father, what was the name of her father? Nicholas. And what was the name of her mother? Drana. They both named her as Agnes. So what is the name of Mother Teresa, children? Agnes. As a young girl, she was very dutiful, very responsible, very prayerful child, caring child, affectionate child. She was having all good habits and qualities. When she went to school, she joined the Sodality, a Catholic movement, and came to know about the teaching and the life of Jesus. And this slowly, started turning her life. She was getting attracted towards Jesus. She wanted to know more and more about the life of the Jesus. Now what happened? Agents in her younger age, like the children of her age, they had a dream to go to India to do mission work and to serve the poor, the abandoned, and the sick. And she also prepared herself to make her dream come true. She read the Word of God, meditated on it, understood its values. She also knew that the best way to practice those values is to enter into a religious life. And for that, she finally joined the congregation of Loreto and she came to India as a missionary on January 6th, 1929. On May 24th, 1931, with the name Teresa, she took her first vow. And after that, she went to Darjeeling and finished all her religious studies as well as her teacher's training also. And after finishing her teacher's training, she worked as the headmistress of St. Mary's School in Kolkata for 17 years. So, in this way, children, she entered in her religious life. She wanted to be with God. She wanted to serve the poor. She wanted to do some mission work. And this was the best way. So she selected or she took up religious life. She entered into a religious life. As a social worker, children, she has done, many kinds of work. When she was working in the school, she observed that the poor people who are living in huts around the school campus where she was working. She was working as a headmistress in St. Mary's School, Kolkata. So around that school campus, many poor people, they were living in huts. And at that time, Father Julian Henry, he was the parish priest and he was taking care of these people. And he also used to visit Mother Teresa and he used to share his experience with Mother Teresa. And when she started listening to all these things, she was motivated to serve the poor. When she was traveling to Darjeeling by train for her annual retreat, at that time she heard God's voice saying, "Go to the poor and serve them." And after that, in 1946, she started the Society of the Missionaries of Charity with the main aim of serving the poor, the orphans, the sick, and the dying. And then whole life she, spent or she gave serving others in the service of the poor. Mother Teresa, she rented a hut for the dying, those people who are about to die. She has rented a hut for them at Moti Gilli of Kolkata. It's a name of a place. There she rented a hut for those people, those left out people, those who are about to die. She gave food and medicine to the sick. She consoled the dying, those people who are dying. They have no one to take care of, no family around them. She was the one who was standing beside them. She also started leprosy centers. Leprosy is a very deadly disease. It is called as a contagious disease. And she also started leprosy centers where she was taking care of leprosy patients all by herself. She started child care centers, hospitals, and rehabilitation centers. Her service spread from Kolkata to other parts of India. Later, her religious congregation also spread to many other countries in the world. Even today, the congregation which she started for the poor serves only the poor and the destitute. Even now, when she is not with us, still the congregation, the mission work which she has started, they are all continuing that work. That work is still going on. The Sermon on the Mount has touched Mother Teresa's life too much. What is the Sermon on the Mount? In Matthew's Gospel, chapter 5, verse 3 to 10, it is given that, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure of heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. Blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Mother Teresa made the Sermon on the Mount her own. Heart of heart, the poor always remained in her mind. To work for the poor, she herself became poor. She had great love for them and showed them mercy and kindness. She was convinced that whatever she did to the poor, she did them to Jesus himself. And therefore, she always served the poor, the destitute, and the dying with kindness and affection. And because of this great work which she has done, the world will always remember her. She became famous for her service to the poor around the world. Many titles and awards were given to her. In 1962, Indian government conferred the title Padma Shri on Republic Day. In 1971, she got Papal Peace Prize. In 1972, she received the Nehru Memorial Prize. In 1979, she received the Nobel Prize. In 1980, she was given Bharat Ratna, the highest award in India. And in the same year, that is 1980, the Indian Postal Department issued stamp with her picture. Though she had many titles and awards, the greatest title that she received was the title of Living Saint. On September 5, 1997, when she was 87 years old, she breathed her last and went to heaven to receive her greatest reward. Hearing the sad news of her death, the whole world was in tears and mourned for her death for several days. The Indian government also gave her a state funeral in Kolkata. Mother Teresa lived a holy life while serving the poor solely for the love of Christ. When she was alive, the people affectionately called her with the title Living Saint. Later on, children, the church declared or canonized her by giving her or declaring as Saint Mother Teresa. The process is called as canonization. See, she was canonized. Okay, that means the church has declared her as a saint. And it's a long process. And she was declared as a saint on 4th of September 2016. So such was a noble person, Mother Teresa, our living saint, who still lives in everybody's heart. Mother Teresa worked among the poor, the abandoned, and the dying, making the gospel values of poverty, simplicity, love, mercy, kindness, and service as her own. Following her footsteps, children, we too should make these gospel values as our own and serve others. Let us learn something from this noble saint, Mother Teresa. Let us imbibe some values from her life. Children, I stop here. We finish the course over here. Thank you and God bless you.